Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. The two of us.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. And we back at it with another Sip Sun Friday. Of course, Mr. Mostyle here.
Lady Mostyle.
And what we doing is what we doing on this Friday. And guess what? It's the first of the month. Cash your checks and come on. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
Wake up.
Really?
And you know, it's also April Fool's Day.
Let's not.
But it's been April Fool's.
Every day this year.
Yeah, every day. So it don't even feel like April Fool's no more. When you can just prank somebody in April Fool's. Even though I was gonna do something on you today, but I was like, I ain't gonna do it.
I'm glad you didn't.
And got you. I was gonna do it recorded live, but I didn't come up with it in time to do it. But yeah, April Fool's ain't the same as how it used to be. Used to play
I've seen
tricks.
a lot of foolish shit going on in the world.
And,
So.
and we gonna talk about it on this Sip Sun Friday. It's been crazy. This week has been crazy. But before we get into that, my phone is down low. Pull this up on your phone. I'm not one of those who remember everything, but
What am I pulling?
Calirosa.
That's what the game starter's name is. Cali.
It should automatically see. Yeah, just hold that up.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you talk about it and tell what it is.
Really?
The ingredients. You're gonna be the voice of it right now. But you know, this is as y'all know, I sips on me some tequila. So my new LIQ that I've been going to since we moved to where we at had this bottle, and I keep seeing it there. It was like, man, a rose tequila. I was like, I've never heard of that one. So I was like, man, I don't know if I should try it or not. And it was like $50. This is like $50 right here.
So that
Yeah, this is $50. $50.
we get more 1,800 than that. Even if
Yeah,
I think
you know.
Patron too.
Patron, they round about the same with tax. It just depends on where you go. It's like 40 something for the same size bottle. Hold up, I need to do something. I give it something.
Yeah, he worried about the background.
No, I'm worried about how to get the zoom in right. Yeah, because it was cutting it off. But
I
yeah,
was doing it because how short I look now made me look a little taller.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe
But
in my mind.
yeah, should I mind tricking with the camera? You might just step on something.
I thought about it. I was gonna put some heels on just for this. But you know.
But it's been a minute, what, 30 days? Almost a little over 30 days since the
It's
last
been
one?
longer than that.
No, because that was when the Super Bowl was the last one we did, but that was like a 2-hour one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided, like, you know what, I've been putting it off, just got a lot of other stuff going on. Been slacking, you know, trying to get back in the mode with everything that's going on. But like I was saying, I seen this in my LIQ I go to, and it's a, you know, tequila, and it's a rose tequila, which is, like I was saying, I've never seen it. So I was like, should have tried. $50, I'll be disappointed. And the owner normally, he cool. Sometimes he'll crack one open to know some other stuff to let me taste it. But he wasn't there. He been having some, I guess since he done got started, he got his workers in there. I don't even really see him in no more. Because, you know, when I wanted my Case Dracones, he told him and he ordered my bottles for me. Got them in stock. So I like those LIQs like that. They keep it going when your customer come in and they got something and they ask for it, and you get it in. So that's why I like going to the store. But so I figured, what the hell? It's Friday, first of the month. Might as well try something new. But I did look up the few reviews that I've seen, and everybody was saying it was good. So try it. It wasn't a lot of reviews that I seen. It was maybe like a handful. But everybody was saying it was good, and I didn't see nothing negative. Even though I know Are you really over here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hooked on these
Eating? What the hell is you eating?
creme raisins.
Oh my god. You better save those for tomorrow when you need them at the track meet.
I know, I'm right.
And
These are so good, y'all.
no, she's not running track. Our daughter has a track meet.
No, I'm not.
If she was, I would record that and put that on there.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
But yeah, I'm a little hooked on these ocean spray cream. I don't like regular raisins, so they got the dried cranberries, and I like those.
So anyway, decided to get it. You know, simple little bottle. I like the bottle. It's 40% alcohol, 80 proof, 100% the agave.
Agave.
And this is their Rose Blanco. They have another one which I'll let you chop it up real quick about it.
It talks about this one first.
Yeah.
It says, our Rose Blanca is aged in California red wine barrels for 30 days, a process that allows for our unique
Aromas.
that part. Aromas of strawberry, raspberry, and honey. The flavor is of agave, forward with orange, cherry, and dark berry notes. So that's supposed to be the flavoring.
Yeah, so we gonna see how this tastes. Like I said, you know.
And we gonna drink it straight.
Yeah, it says drink straight. Actually,
I don't see the other one. Oh, it's the
what's
brown
other
one.
It's the what is that? The Anjo. Yeah, it's the Anjo.
I'm sure that's not probably how we supposed to say it because J's are different in Spanish.
Yeah, my pronunciation is off probably. I think I always do it with the tequilas.
But it's a brown tequila. I've never seen that.
Yeah, this is the dark
Oh,
ones. We
it's
always
like
get No, the Respado is another one, and then you have that version.
Yeah, it's dark like a cognac.
They all dark like that.
I ain't never seen it like that.
Yes, it is. And when we pour it in a glass, it's dark like that. She don't be paying attention. Like I said, I pay attention to it because I sips it. But
Okay.
but what else? Let me see yours. Let me see what we got here.
That's what I just put up. That's a different article about it though.
Let's see.
It's getting 5 stars.
Okay, this is one. Won't disappoint. Bought this on a whim, like me. Because they said they was drawing to drink the pink color. I was like, what tequila is pink? Same thing. Like, what damn tequila is pink? Had to try, which is equally amazing. Tequila is my drink of choice, and I'm extremely particular on brands I choose. Yes, I am. But I'm trying to get out there and just taste a lot of different brands of tequila and see which ones I like the best and which ones are the best for the price.
Right.
Because right now, my Casamigos is up there. The 42 is up there. Not Casamigos, Casa Dracones. We did try the Casamigos. If y'all haven't seen that video, I did like the Casamigos. But there's another one that I want to try. I've been seeing everybody try. It's the white bottle with the blue designs and everything on it. I forgot the name of that one.
You talking about that bottle that's got the little ball on it?
Yeah, normally that's like, well, I see around $150 for that bottle.
I seen Game drinking that one.
Yeah. So here we are on another Sips on Friday with the Cali Rose Tequila. Or better yet, actually it's not Rose, it's Calirosa. So we're gonna go ahead and get this bottle open and see what it's like. If y'all wonder why she disappeared, got like dinner going on in the oven. About to whip up some well, I guess I already whipped up. Make some fabulous meatball subs and some fresh wedges. We'll show y'all, but it just makes me hungry. Cause we be whipping in the kitchen.
I sure do. How dare you say we?
We had this conversation before. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be cooking.
David, shut up. I grew up with my mama cooking all the time. Stop saying it.
Wasn't cooking when I met you.
Exactly. I was too. It's not cooking the way you want it.
Come on, come on. Hold on, I guess I poured me a little. Let's see.
Oh, that was good.
We're gonna try to keep this under 40 minutes for y'all. We're not gonna go too long. Even though it is kind of a lot to talk about with everything that's been going on.
We'll get to it, sir.
Really?
Woo. She's strong.
She's strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like this cap too. Actually.
It's like 80 proof. 80 proof.
It's tequila. All tequila.
And it says what else?
40% alcohol, 80 proof.
Let me try it. The smell is like, hello.
Yeah, it wakes you up. You sleep.
I feel drunk already.
You gonna wake up. You gonna wake up real quick if you smell this.
Woo! There go that burn.
It's got that burn.
Yeah.
Jesus!
It tastes like
Help me now.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't really taste like the sweetness.
You don't taste no sweetness.
No.
You know, people were saying it was smooth, so I'm like, everybody got a different smooth.
Yeah,
How, I guess how
yeah.
rough they chest inside
Yeah,
is.
because like when I was drinking it, y'all could feel it in my ear.
Feel it in your. I ain't never heard nothing where you drink some tequila and you feel it in your ear. You got
That's
the
the taste
tingle in your
buds.
ear.
Oof, yeah, popped off.
All right, let me see what this is like.
Now, mind y'all, I ain't ate since 10 something, so she's on an empty belly, and all I had was some Grand Apple raisins, so.
It reminds me of something, a tequila.
It's strong though.
Straight that we drunk.
And I don't really drink tequila straight. I normally put some aloe vera water and aloe vera juice in it. Aloe vera is like a thing that helps y'all if you have issues with hangovers, y'all. Mix your drink, like you mix your vodka with the aloe vera, or your drink with the flavored aloe vera.
That's nothing. My ice is better.
Mm-mm.
It never fails me with the ice. On anything when I mix that with.
Yeah, she's strong.
It reminds me of.
Oh,
Got you.
oof.
It reminds me of.
It's
the agave. I know
you
that.
can taste the sweet. You can taste something sweet.
But it reminds me. I almost want to say.
Do not say Bella Rose.
No, it reminds me of a tequila, but it's like that. I kind of want to say Patron, but Patron is light. I would say
That's stronger.
this is like an upper grade, a real upper
Yeah.
grade. But it has that. It reminds me, that first taste of it reminds me of something Patron, but that Patron normally has a light
Yeah.
taste to it.
Unless you're talking about the citrus one,
Citrus.
the Patron, the orange one.
I don't think I never heard. No, that's I've
That's
had
a
that
liqueur,
bottle.
ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, but I had it in something, but I ain't really mess with it.
It reminds me of you can get the hints of like a soft pink or like not a Moscato, but like
Yeah, I'm not taking that.
what is it called? Not a Zinfandel.
I'm not tasting nothing wine. But I can taste. Whew, that one did hit me right there.
I told you. You feel it. You feel it in your ear.
Nah, I ain't feeling nothing in my ear. I don't know what you are feeling it in your ear.
That's that pucker, y'all.
But I like it. Yeah, I
It's not
like
bad, but you know, I'm not a girl that goes in straight. So.
it. We gonna see.
And I gotta be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
You know what happens? She gets drinking too much tequila.
No. Don't do that.
1 sip, 2 sip, woo woo.
Don't do that.
3 sip more, woo woo.
That's not funny.
But you know what? I like it. I like it. I'm gonna add this to my list, especially for $50. Because I have tasted some that it's like, oh, ah. Like what's that? Remember I got that little pack when we went down to Houston. It was the Diageo.
Was that the one that gave me that headache?
It had like 4 different ones in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, that I'm not. It was okay, but I was like, nah, this one ain't for me.
Yes.
Even all of them, we tried all of them. But it was like, nah.
Some of those tequilas, you know, like
They're not as smooth as what.
No, they got a burn to them.
Yeah.
And when they hit your stomach, it's like.
Yeah. Like this, it has a hit. Like I can feel, I'm real warm right
In
up
your
in here
chest.
right now. Yeah. So that's good. That's good. When you feel that warmth, you good.
Dude, is that good?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing when you ain't ate.
As long as you don't go heavy in, which we just sipping. This is not gonna be a heavy night, especially for $50.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
so
letting that
what's the
marinate.
first thing that we want to talk about?
we-
And just get it over with. Just talk about it and get it over with, because I'm tired of it.
Yeah. You might. Well, what? Can I slap somebody?
The slickety slap
Good old
from
Will.
getting
Good
jiggy
old,
with it.
Good old Will. And Pookie.
First of all, stop calling that man Pookie.
As y'all know, it's been a crazy week, and people is not let up on Will Smith and Chris Rock. Man, the memes is just internet ain't got no chill, man.
No chill. Y'all
At
are
all.
crazy. And quick fingers, okay? Like literally the slap happens, we'll walk off the stage and the memes already start. Like, y'all crazy out there. Like, and it's been continuous. And that was Sunday. And they still talking about it like it happened yesterday.
Well, he just, like I said, he just came out, and
He stepped down from the Oscars.
he took himself off everything that had something to do. He removed his membership from what they saying, the whole nine.
He also said that he understands that what he did, and he understands that there will be repercussions to his consequences, and he is willing to, I guess, stand by whatever the ruling is. They were initially trying to take his award away. I don't feel like that's fair, because he got the reward on the merit of his acting and his production, and it was deserving. Did he deserve to come up and smack the dog out of somebody on the stage?
That, the crazy thing is, people was like, he's defending his wife.
The honor of his wife. We both feel a different way about that. You feel one way, I feel another.
What you doing?
I was trying to.
No.
You want that way?
There you
I'm
go.
sorry.
You get. See, it's already hitting her. She get the tipping and she's going around turning down lights and everything. I'm like,
You play too much.
No, you play too much.
I just was like, all these lights, y'all know everything hot right now. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, Jesus, we.
I got special bulbs in, except for those. Those the only thing. But
we have different views to a certain degree on it.
just, we'll start with you. What's your view on it?
I feel like this was a long-standing issue. I got different.
No, we're not gonna start with there. I mean, not with the long
What do you
standing
mean?
issue.
About him
Just was
being
it
her
right or wrong?
No, it was not.
No.
I don't think it's okay for nobody to walk up on you, punch you, smack you, whatever. Then, first of all, it's not no hood shit, because he wouldn't have never walked up to nobody in the hood, smacked the shit out of you, and then turn his whole back on you and walk away. You be dead.
No, well, there are cases where that's legit, but that wasn't that case.
Where?
Say for a case that your woman, she's in the store or somewhere by herself, or you out in the car, however you close by, and somebody touches her or assaults her, and dude walks off, and she say, "Hey, that's him," or something like that. Yeah, you go up, you handle your business. But from just a joke, which it wasn't funny, like ha 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 type of joke.
No, it was corny.
It wasn't even corny, because I was ready looking for her to come out in the new G.I. Jane movie. That's what I thought. When he said it, I was like, she playing the new G.I. Jane?
I wasn't thinking that.
That's what I was thinking. That's because, see, I've seen the G.I. Jane movie. And everybody got their different views on the movie. Like, I thought it was a badass movie for a woman trying to be in the military, and she toughing it out with the men and doing what she got to do. And she was in there. That's how I took it as. But maybe I'm gonna have to go back and watch the movie again, because it was a long time ago. But I told her, it's like, I'm gonna have to watch G.I. Jane again to see was it really that crazy. But then I heard Tiffany Haddish, she talked about it and said, that's when it was hard for women who lesbian or gays or whatever, that type of stigma was attached to them being in the military with the short hair and the bald head cuts and all of that. So I get it on that point. But at the end of the day, it still doesn't warrant for you to get up on stage and slap somebody for that. And it wasn't like he laughed. He was laughing when it happened, and then all of a sudden her face went like, and the next thing you know, he coming up on stage. So that was when I seen that was really a rare fact. He probably was thinking the same thing. You know what? My wife could play G.I. Jane.
But you know,
in the new movie.
in some instances, look, I get it. Men, put it like this: my father is an aged man, and he feels like a woman is not necessarily defined by her hair, but a woman should not cut her hair. So when I started getting my hair faded, like for right now, yeah, I'm growing my hair in. I don't know if this is gonna last too long, but
I heard stories because I wasn't around when she got faded.
So when I got my hair first shaved off, just like G.I. Jane, my dad was not cool with it, and none of my uncles was cool with it. And it's been years. I cut the first time when my son was 1, and he's getting ready to be 24. But the reaction that it got was a lie. And even now, if I cut my hair tomorrow, people ask some of the most disrespectful things, like, do you have cancer?
Well,
are you sick?
Well,
like,
we can't say that's disrespectful.
it can be disrespectful because you can't think
but you thinking that because in society, like you just saying, most women keep their hair. They feel like that hair makes them.
It defines them.
Yeah, it defines them.
But I don't feel like
when you see people who cut their hair, it's not the norm. So people may be thinking before they say something out of line, they'll ask you, which is
or
good.
people be like, oh.
It's good to ask you instead of just be like, hey, I feel sorry for you and your situation.
Oh, I've had that too.
But then, hey, I tell you, just play along with it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just get some sympathy.
So, what my goal behind saying that is that there's a lot of things that in this world is caught up in a woman's image being feminine, only defined by hair or her body. And so, if you are in a situation where you're losing your hair, and not because you want to,
well, your body does kind of is what makes you. I can't say make you feminine, but it is a part of
it is a part. But what I'm saying is, if you're a woman and you're in the industry, she's in the limelight. When you start losing your hair, it's gonna affect you as a person. Even for me, just seeing gray hairs in my head has had me in a whole mood. Don't you do this? A whole mood, okay? And
yeah, but
so
and at the
for women, that's hard. She shaved her hair off because it got to a point where she was just losing it. So I don't want to keep seeing it falling out. I'm just gonna shave it so I can cut myself a stem.
I was about to ask at the time. I get it.
So for me, that's what I think. Like, even though she cut it, she did it herself. She wants to feel liberated about it. But if somebody keeps making you the brunt and gunning for you, this is not the first time that Chris Rock has made her the ass of jokes.
Hold on, we gonna stop that.
He made her the ass of jokes before.
That was not an ass of joke. Same thing happened.
And I'm sure she was thinking the same thing. Oh my God, if he started with one joke, he gonna keep on going.
She wasn't there though. She wasn't at the one last time because they were boycotting it.
Right.
So he made the comment.
That was in 2016.
What was it? Basically, it was like you wasn't invited. So
how you gonna boycott some shit?
How you wasn't gonna boycott it? Y'all can look up what he said. I forgot it all, but he was pretty much like he was saying about Rihanna between her panties.
First of all, that comment.
He wasn't invited.
Adeline.
Hey, but it worked. Yeah, I get it.
It was
This is like he said, just like me trying to be invited to Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited, so I get that. And at the time, what was going on? Yeah, he had a right to say it, but y'all making that seem like, oh, he just been constantly nitpicking on her or picking on her or something like that. I'm not going with that.
Well, look.
And for a person who's been public, going on TV and the media, talking about their relationship and everything, where everybody's been ridiculing and talking about and saying something about that, I feel is way more. I would feel some type of way or more serious about the other things than is compared to that.
Wait, so you don't want me to, you wouldn't be comfortable with me telling the Moselle family that, like, we swingers?
What?
I'm just playing, y'all.
I'm about to say stop playing.
But I was just like, mean,
No. Which, you know, I'm gonna say this on that scenario. There has been a lot of rumors. I remember when I first moved here to Texas, in Dallas. You know, they talked about it was a club. Like, I think it was.
it is.
A boy who I used to work with, who had the pole in his crib. I think he was telling me because he used to do valet and he was linked in with all the big clubs around here.
The echelon parties, like side parties that nobody know about.
Yeah, so he was linked in with all the owners that own a lot of the big clubs around the DFW, and they do the valet. So he was, you know, telling me about how much money they bringing in, like $1 million a night on the weekend just from parking and all type of crazy numbers. But got to talking about them. He was like, yeah, there's a lot of rumors that, you know, they frequent at this spot. I can't think of the name of what it was.
It's a sexual club.
Nah, it was. I don't think it was. It was like a private club. Everybody didn't know the name. It wasn't one of those type of clubs. I don't think. But shit, I guess shit went down at there, but it wasn't one of those what you think it was. But he used to tell me about it. I was like, yeah, I heard the stuff. Then, you know, you hear all this other little stuff come out about them. It's only for so long that stuff gonna be true. Eventually, somebody knows something and sees something. But they cool with that. That's their relationship. It's been working. It's been working for them. It's great. I can't knock it. I ain't tried it. But hey, that's their relationship.
I
To
mean,
each his own. Yeah, everybody is not into that lifestyle. Everybody ain't into that. But for her to be on media talking about it, and I think it's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. It's like with the whole August Alsina thing.
Yeah,
But still, for you,
I feel like that has no reference over what happened. And I don't like the fact that people are saying, oh, you didn't smack the shit out of August, but you will smack the shit out of Chris. Like, you don't know what kind of agreement they had.
But
because Will said,
but that goes back to
ain't nothing happening in his house that he don't know nothing about.
And that goes back to their understanding in their relationship.
And they understand in their relationship.
So, people, I guess,
on the outside
is not believing that. But hey, it is what it is. Be cool with it. Hey, we don't know. One thing I'm concerned about, you ain't heard nothing about no chicks coming out and saying we'll live with nobody.
But there have been.
I ain't heard not one.
I'm gonna say it like this. Cause I told you I read his book.
And you know how I know? Because we've talked about this and we've seen it on different YouTube channels. Things that women do, they'll make it seem like, oh, that's cool, and give sympathy, and they'll tell their story. But if a man do the same thing, it's just like if, put it like this, if what's Will's daughter? Willow came home with her friend, and her friend been coming over around, and Will end up knocking down her friend and getting into an entanglement with her friend. The media will go crazy on Will. Oh, he ain't shit. He would be up there like Bill Cosby and everything. They would be trying to castrate him for that. But with women, oh my God.
But August was of age.
That's what I'm saying. Still, it doesn't matter.
Even when you say my daughter's friend, okay, that would be like me jacking with Nicholas's friends. They grown.
No, but I didn't say no age. It was the same thing. It was Jaden's friend. He was over there with Jaden. So it doesn't matter the age. I ain't even bringing age into it. I'm just saying it would be a whole completely different story on women bashing him, the media bashing him, was saying he's wrong, he shouldn't be doing none of that. But it's with women, it's like, oh, that's okay.
They bashed the hell out of her.
Man, I ain't really seen nobody really bash.
Oh no,
she hasn't got cut or canceled like a man would in that scenario.
She might not have gotten cut or canceled,
but that's my point.
But she definitely, they came after her.
It ain't came after her for real. I'm not gonna buy that one. You may say a little things and that was it, but that shit would still be going on. He would have to fight tooth and nail just to survive and not go to jail because of something like they would try to put all type of charges on him for.
But he was of age.
If
Will would have did that with his daughter's friend and she was grown.
But why you keep talking about age? We're not talking about age.
Because you saying it like
no, I didn't say no age. I just said
his daughter's friend.
It doesn't matter. That's right.
He would have been Bill Cosby.
We're not talking about age. I'm just saying they would have did him like they tried to do Bill Cosby.
I just don't believe that because they were of age. It was consenting adults.
You keep putting in age in there. I'm not saying age has anything to do with anything. It doesn't matter if they consensual. All I'm saying is, if it was a man doing the same thing, he would be castrated by the media, the public, especially in him and his celebrity status. He would be castrated.
Well, we can definitely agree to disagree on this.
It wouldn't be no different. Now with the women, we seen what happened with Jada and her whole, I was in a entanglement, I got too close, blah 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 blah, all this and that. Will would have said the same thing. It would have not gone the same way. We all know. Every man knows this. If you don't know that, you foolish yourself. Like, she thinking that something would be different and trying to bring in age. I'm not saying that.
I'm saying that age makes a big difference.
But we're not talking about age. We know they was all of age. We ain't saying nothing about. I ain't saying nothing about the age. I didn't say nobody was younger. I didn't say nobody was older. I just said Jaden was grown. This was just a few years ago. So that means, and Willow. How old is Willow now?
Grown.
Thank you. So if she would have came home with her friend at the crib and introduced to whatever was meeting or however, and Pops ended up knocking her down, it would be horrified. He would be the villain, the demon, the monster he is. Simple and plain on that. That wouldn't change anything. I ain't talking about age or none of that.
Okay, like I said, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. You know it would be the same thing.
But this is what I'm saying. I've read Will's book. Not one time. Twice. And in reading the book that he just came out with.
Ooh, how do I do that?
What?
Hold on. It just locked onto you all by itself.
Oh, it likes me. The camera likes me.
What's that?
Don't be jealous. Don't be trying to make it do something different.
I'm taking it out because if you move, it's not staying in sync.
So, if you've read his book, you have a better understanding of Will and his personality. And like I told you, the past year to 2 years as he's been writing this book and he was working on this King Richard movie, I've noticed his interviews become way more emotional. Even in his book where he talks about his father abusing his mother and how he used his personality as a comedian, being silly, to camouflage, to try to break up the shit between his parents. He always felt like he never really truly protected her. When I seen him actually going through the process of writing this book and how emotional he was about certain parts of the book, I knew. It's like I told you, when you're going through therapy, a lot of people go through therapy thinking like, oh, this gonna help me deal with shit and I'm gonna be good, right? But that's not what happens. When you go through therapy, it picks at the things that you don't really expect for it to pick at, and it opens up stuff. And then you got these emotions, and you don't know what to do with them. And basically, that therapy is teaching you how to move through it. He's going through therapy at the same time he's writing this book, and he's exposed. All these things is going on at the same time. I feel like his behavior was that. That was an eruption. I've been disrespected for too long. I'm fucking tired of people coming at me.
Disrespected.
I'm tired of people handling me.
Handling him and disrespect. Who disrespected him? Why though?
I think he's just getting tired of being the brunt of the joke.
Joke because of why?
Because of her being open with the show. But this is the same. But this is like I told you. He can't be mad at that shit on the red table. Let me tell you why. Because he's a part producer on that shit. He's in the house. He know exactly what she gonna be fucking talking about. He just like, hey, that's too much. You still can be mad, even if you try to hide it and boil it inside you. It's like I heard today, which I didn't even know nothing about this. I don't know if it's true or accurate, but it's from my guy. You know who my guy is. You know who my guy is. So I like. Who be preaching, who be telling the truth. Whatever.
Here nowadays.
I noticed you've been listening to a lot of sexist ass comments about women this, women that.
How's that got to be sexist?
That shit is
because
sexist.
Somebody's telling the truth is sexist.
So why you not listening to women talking shit about me?
I do. I see them all the time. All I gotta do is put it on the TV and the internet. All they do is talk about men. We don't
Don't hit with your thing with your Kevin
Men don't
Samuels.
get no love.
Yeah,
What are you
whatever.
talking about? But
You
Kevin,
a fucking lie.
use a lot. But Kevin Samuels, yes, if y'all check him out, Kevin Samuels, yeah, check him out. He be on point. And first of all, women call his show to ask them.
I don't give a fuck about some dumb ass
call,
women that be calling
now you calling them dumb.
They do be dumb.
No, they don't. All them women do not be dumb.
A
Now,
lot of
some of
those
them
women
be
be
does some stupid stuff, but hey, I can't.
Over 70% of them be dumb.
No, they don't be dumb. Those be
Saying dumb shit.
A lot of them be well-educated sisters, six-figure
Raised in the house with just their mama and ain't never had no experience with no real fucking man.
My point exactly, and he be breaking that down, talking about everything.
I had a real motherfucking daddy.
And-
I know what a man is supposed to do and what he ain't supposed to do.
And that's the point of his show and his content. See, you get it, they don't get it.
But that's also why I told you that I think that Jada's bullshit, her exposing herself, being all that.
But hold up, let me finish. Let me get back. Gotta calm me down here for a minute. But you know, it was something that Kevin Samuels said that I didn't even know about it, and apparently there was a note that Willow had wrote, and it was a note to Tupac.
Willow wrote?
Yes, I don't know where he got this information from, but it was a note. And basically in the note, what he said was like...
How he know this?
I don't know how he gets this information, but... He don't seem like the brother just makes shit up. There's people who I watch on TV like, man, you making this shit up. I'm not watching you. There's people who you know make this shit up. I don't know where he get the information from. I don't know who he knows what. But he was like...
What's the content?
Apparently there was a note, which a lot of this stuff goes back to her love for Tupac. I think even Will said it, like he could never be enough. He wished to be like Tupac. But in the note, I guess Willow was saying like, basically, you know, my mama is sad that you're not here, da 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 da. I wish you could be here with her to make her happy. Now, as a man, any man, especially your kids, that you had, and the mother is sad and wishing another person, an ex-love or whoever could be around. He may say he's cool, he keep all of that shit built in, but on the inside, that shit is breaking him down. I could just imagine. That's like no different from you. You came to me and saying something that you still love your ex-baby daddy and such, you miss him, you wish he was here, he was the love of your life, and you just hear that constantly. And then you put it out to the world on platforms and everybody hear it. That is just like shooting me in the heart constantly over and over.
I completely agree with you.
Over again. So
I don't know how true that whole letter thing is, but
yeah, like I said,
I've seen many interviews where she talks about Tupac like he's a god.
Yeah, and that was, I guess you could say, her connection. You know, I don't know. You meet a person and that be your connection for life.
It's just different from anything you've ever experienced.
It's just different. Is that for me? I'm just different from anything you ever experienced.
Don't try to do this on camera.
I'm doing this on camera so everybody, the world can see.
Didn't I tell you? I told you yesterday you my person.
My person.
You are my person.
That's just because I'm here.
No, I'm not. I even told our daughter and her boyfriend was here last night and we was just having a conversation about relationships. He went to bed and was watching TV, went to bed, I don't know. Anyway, and I was telling her that the likelihood of finding somebody that you know that if life shifted y'all to where we no longer loved each other, the vibe that we have together is bigger than our relationship. Do you feel like that?
What you mean?
Like, I feel like if we didn't have a relationship, we would probably be able to be really good friends.
It just depends on what you do. On how the separation was. Depends on what you've done.
What? Depends on what I've done. The fuck make you? I've been with you for too long. If I was gonna do something, I would have done.
So that just depends on that, you know.
Whatever.
It just depends on that.
I was telling her that
there's some lies and I'd do an Eminem if I got to.
I don't make
you know, because if I was Will and the whole what's his name? What that boy name is?
We're not gonna talk about him no more. I don't want to keep talking about that boy.
Whatever, y'all know that boy name.
August.
I probably would have to body somebody. I'll be
But
like,
you can't body him if you know there's already
but
an agreement.
I'm just saying, what if it wasn't no agreement?
No, it was.
What if they had other agreements, but that
Listen,
no.
Mm-mm.
What if they had agreements for other stuff, but that one thing wasn't agreement? And
No.
And it came out, and it wasn't supposed to come out, so they had to play it and force it into like.
No.
Make the media get up off. We understand that this was a part of that.
Even
but in
I
reality,
just said that they used to hang around all together and they was all cool and
That's cool.
copacetic. So
That don't mean that 'cause
the
they hang
third
around.
party niggas not gonna be like, oh yeah, we was
just
cool.
just because we go out and kick it, party, and
Dude,
do all
cut it
that,
out,
don't
cut
mean
it out.
nothing happening.
Cut it out. Dudes don't move like that.
I'm just saying.
That's a bitch move. That's
What?
not a
Just
dude
because y'all
move.
go out and hang out, it might have been other
You
women.
think,
them or them
do you
hanging
think
out.
there ain't no sexual tension? You think she not?
They might have brought
Shut up, David. Don't you do that. I don't want to do
They
that.
might have brought him around when they out partying.
He
at
might
they
have,
spot.
how you know he wasn't watching?
And had they other chicks, whatever. I'm pretty sure wherever they went with him, I've seen that had some chicks up on him.
I'm pretty sure
So-
it's all mutual because, like I said, if what I was saying about the book was he talks about his issues with women and how in movies he had a hard time playing with characters with women and not being too attached, and he has some issues with women on set where some lines had to be straight. So he definitely has issues that is not being talked about. And he said that's even why him and his previous wife fell off.
It's been so long, I ain't even.
So
I forgot he had another son.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
his other son being
you know,
in the
like,
background. I was like, damn, when he was at the thing, I was like, I forgot he even had an other son. You don't hear nothing about the other son.
and personally,
He
I
stayed
feel
low
like
key off the radar for real.
he does. But you know, I think it's because of he's in
I probably
college
would.
and he tries to stay.
That dude is grown. What you mean he should be in college?
He is Nicholas's age.
No, he ain't. His oldest son.
Yeah, he is.
Man, Google that. His oldest son.
I follow him.
I swore his oldest son. Jane is about Nicholas' age.
No, he's not.
Shit.
Stop talking to me like that, okay? Okay, you're not gonna do that.
What are you talking
They're
about?
not gonna do that.
Karen, what are you talking about?
No, first of all, don't call me Karen.
You over sounding like Karen right now.
I know. I'm just trying to get your life together.
Yeah.
Trey Smith. Okay, that's his name. But what I was saying was, I'm pretty sure that there is a quiet, unspoken. He was born at night. Okay, he's 29.
Like I said, 20.
Okay.
I know damn well he wasn't in the early 20s.
And Jaden is
He should be early 20s.
23.
Yeah, like a figure.
But my whole thing is this: we are outsiders looking in. We don't really
Yeah, we
understand
are
the components of their marriage, and we really don't.
We
know.
don't understand the components of their marriage, but they, like I said, she puts their marriage out there to the front.
But this is what I was saying: when women cheat and men cheat,
But
it's different.
I haven't heard nothing about him saying they do anything unless he has to come back and speak on it because something she talks about.
But from your boy, who
Sometimes she got to shut her. She needs to shut the fuck up.
excuse you, sir.
She needs to shut the fuck up.
No.
Simple and plain.
She has a purpose.
No,
so she's not supposed to her purpose.
Then
for-
you gotta understand what you're doing to another person.
I mean, maybe there needs to be there definitely
No.
needs to be some type of conversation had before.
And that's the problem. You know, everybody was like, no, that's her purpose. She should do what she needs to do because that's her as a woman and all this. Yeah. But you gotta understand your consequences of doing shit. They tell us all the time, we have to understand our consequences of doing shit when we do shit.
I mean,
So that she don't get no pass for doing shit. Yes, I get you speaking your truth. Speak your truth. Sometimes you need to speak your truth quietly with whoever it is you with or whatever. You don't need to, especially when you in the limelight like that. You don't put everything out there for the whole world to know. Because you put yourself under a microscope where there's going to be scrutiny, everybody talking about you, and everybody got
But that
something
comes
to say.
along with their
and
celebrity.
eventually, people are humans. No matter how much we try to build and high shit like men, like how I am, I keep shit balled up.
yes, it's not healthy.
I will let shit slide, ride. This shit right now, she don't know that I probably ain't said nothing about that to piss me off. But somewhere it's hidden. It's in a ball. And eventually that ball gonna get big.
We'll be talking about pennies, and he'll be talking about.
When that ball get too big, she throw on that lash, try to stuff it in on that ball. Poof, I'm gonna blow up.
And you have.
I'm gonna go off the Richter.
And what does she do? What she do when you go?
Be in shock mode, like what? No, and that's like a
I don't respond.
And that's like a combination thing. But I've learned to deal with shit differently.
Because you know that Nicole goes into a whole nother spiral. That's why.
So, no, I go into a whole nother spiral.
No, you get fucking nuts.
No, if I
get fucking nuts.
Because if I go into a spiral, it's serious. Because I don't go into spiral. They very rare. So if I get to the point where I blow off, that means there's a problem. There's a real problem. And yeah, he could have got to that point with everything going on. You don't know how your mind is playing.
He got a lot of shit going on at the same time.
He thought the shit was funny at the time. I didn't even see him look over at her. It's like, I didn't see it. It's like I seen them pan to her face, her facial expression change. Next thing you know, all I seen was then him walking up to the stage. I was like, I didn't even see him look at her to be like, oh,
I saw him look at her.
I need to get up there. I didn't see none of that.
But I also saw what they recently dropped today was a back image of when Will walks up on the stage and do that, and her kind of chuckle when he smacks him. So
she like,
motherfucker, he done had enough. But I mean, so it's just a really weird dynamic. I'm pretty sure it's gonna play out in some type of conversation and some type of open forum.
Yeah, but you know Chris gonna speak about it like he had his first show up, which his show's been selling out. And he didn't really. He said pretty much,
he's still in shock.
I'm still in shock, but when I get to a point to talk about it, I'll talk about it.
I may make some jokes about it. That's what he said.
And did you know that I guess there was a rumor that Will walked in on her and Mark Anthony? It's a rumor. I don't know how true it is. I was like, oh Jesus, these
I don't know because him and J-Lo and they all friends.
I'm like, oh Jesus, these names just keep popping out.
But look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go back to this. When you see them together and you watch them on the red table talk, you can definitely tell that there's an open relationship dynamic because every time I see Will, he's in some city off by himself doing some random shit, doing some excursion, doing something, and she is doing her own thing someplace else. Hardly ever are they cohesively together, and he says things like, I'm a person who likes to take risks, jump off buildings, do risky shit like that. Jada is not. She's a more peaceful and grounded person.
I guess that's like us right now. I'm trying to jump off planes. I was like, we're going to jump off the plane together.
And I will be right there to cheer you on as you jump the fuck off.
We're going to do zip lining. We going to live. 2022, we going to live. We're going to do some stuff. We going to, what I say, facing fears, baby. Facing fears. Baby, you can't be like Jada. You can't be out chilling like, no, I can't do that. No, you're going to have to do this.
Look, one thing at a time.
We are.
We're not going to do a whole bunch of shit at one time.
One thing, no, it might be good. Just get it out the way. Bunch of shit, just get it out the way.
That sounds like a panic attack. Like, just thinking about zip lining and then jumping out of planes, just in the same sentence is fucking scary to me. But my thing is there's always a different people confuse marriage. This is what I was telling your daughter last night. Don't be talking about marriage if you're not ready for the all of it, the good, bad, ugly. When you get married to somebody, you don't get to pick the shit you want to deal with. You're signing on saying,
and we see
in all of it.
Most relationships nowadays,
they don't fucking get that shit.
Whether it's, how can I say it? Whether it's famous or non-famous, you see it. People call quits. I say
quick
on anything. They just
like
I can't do this. We all know finances is the number one destruction of marriages.
Right.
But I don't think people took them vows with God as seriously as much as they should have.
Because how many times have you been ready to just throw your shit in?
I've had my handful of shares, you know, was like, you know what, this shit ain't gonna work. Not to say that I didn't care or didn't love you or anything like
But
that.
we're not talking about that. I said,
I'm just
how many
saying,
times have you been like?
and a lot of times I've been like that. Just like, you know what, you'll be better without me. It hasn't been nothing to where we done each other wrong or nothing like that. It's been more like, you know what, you'll be better without me. I'd rather let you go and blossom
Didn't feel like I'm holding you
than
hostage.
feel like I'm holding you hostage. Yeah.
And it's never been because you did me wrong, but I've definitely had that exact same feeling. I think in our relationship, we've grown at different paces. You know, like you went where you was traveling, and I was hustling with the kids, and that shit became like you sleeping, your children, and working, like, but your husband is on the road. And it came a point where I'm like, fuck this shit, I didn't sign up for this. I would just prefer you be able to travel and see the world and do things like you want to do than to be stuck with somebody feeling like you can't move how you want to. But as we've gotten older, your eagerness to you're being intrigued with the world. You're intrigued with finding deeper intelligence. You're intrigued with finding a higher purpose or more purpose. It can be for a woman where I have been raising kids and I've been fully into the children. It can be kind of like catch you off guard when you feel like, damn, he's fucking growing and I don't feel like I'm growing. And I don't know how to get to the level that he is, that he don't feel like he got to shed me to be where he's supposed to be. So it did come a stage where I was like...
Yeah, dude, sometimes it's just listening.
But David...
Listen, sometimes...
I rolled your coattail all the way to Texas.
It's not right. See, you just said how you feel. I'm just saying, sometimes it's about listening and follow directions. Because typically your man's going to put you on game and try to put you on step to follow your directions to have you keep up, to understand where you're going. And if he's not doing that, then yeah, that's a problem. We're going to talk about something else on the next segment.
But I also told you too that like men tend to believe that only God gives you the purpose for the family.
No.
But sometimes he gives me the purpose for the family.
He'll give you direction, but then you got to move with that direction. If he give you that direction and say, hey, I think this is how we should move, we're going to do X, Y, Z, then you need to follow through on that. Show your man that, hey, this is what she wants, this is what she believes, this is how she going to move 100% forward. I throw my hands up. Take the wheel. I'm going to sleep. You drive.
Really, David?
Really. I say that all the time. Go ahead. It's no different from the business. I throw you the business. Most out. Run it. No different. I'm going to sleep. I'm taking vacation.
I don't want you to go to sleep.
See, you can't be like that. But back to Will. I've seen this also today. You know how everybody's just talking about Will, and nobody's actually. You know what? You always be coming out the woodworks when somebody records.
You just sneaking
Come out
past.
walking by like this and just sneaking past.
Really? As you creep behind us in the back.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too, so we about to cut this because we almost at an hour, so we a little bit longer. But before we cut it,
Right, go ahead and talk about. Finish it.
we gonna talk about Chris. Because when it happened, if I was Chris, it wouldn't have went down that way. Oscars would have got tore up, and I've seen a lot of people say the same thing. Because you're just not gonna get up there and just turn your back and walk off me. That little demon in me would come out. Either I would have a pencil or something.
Why you keep talking about this little demon?
Or I would take, because that's what comes out of me. When I get into a fit, I black out.
You definitely black out.
So I would have took my belt off, jumped behind him, pulled my belt around his neck, and been choking the shit out of him down in that goddamn on live TV.
Wait, before y'all get too carried away in the comments, I wish he would fucking hit me and talk.
On live TV, that's what I would have been doing. They would have been like, cut, nigga, cut.
Really, sir?
That wouldn't happen. But I give it. I will
He
say
took it
this.
on the chin, literally.
Yeah, he got a good ass chin because he took that and was just like, wow. So hey, For y'all try to run up and knock Chris.
Oh, they not about to run up on Chris because Chris got extra security now. Y'all not about to play with him in the streets. He know y'all like, oh, he a punk because he took the head from Will. He got extra security now, so try him if you want to.
Security gonna whoop that ass.
They said he came ready.
Be like what DC Young Fly when the heckler whatever try to run up on him on stage.
No, not today. So
Put it in a pot. You need to warm up something. Put something in the pot. I forgot about that.
So, you know, Will, I hope you get the help you need.
No, but hold on. But yeah, we hope we'll get the help we need. But with Chris, get the help you need to.
Nah, he ain't no motherfucker.
Yes, he does, because that's trauma. Think about it. You gotta, like, it's like what,
What you mean? Motherfucker smacking you the shit out of
Yes.
you, leave you in
gotta
trouble?
go. You gotta go through that for the rest of your life.
Well, that's
See
true.
that.
They gonna keep
We
recording
on
the
the
clinic.
internet world.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the comedian? The white comedian?
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I'm sorry, you slapped. I'm suing. 200 million, 500 million. I'm getting that bag, and
He said the next day.
I'm gonna blow that bag and be kicking it somewhere for my recovery. There's no way. Even after I choke you with my belt, I'm gonna get that bag, and I'm gonna have every right to get that bag. I hope he's behind closed doors, like, hey, I'm not gonna talk about it, but you're gonna pay me like 300, 400 million. We gonna keep it hush hush.
Oh.
Give me my bag.
Oh, I'm sure it's like a secret agreement.
Hey, it should be.
Really? Y'all see this?
What would they do without me?
I guess it's no better than, worse than me eating cranberries.
Yeah, you still up here eating this cranberry.
But I feel you.
That should be cool.
Like, I just think all of this is just nuts.
That's enough.
Really, son?
Yeah, she over there doing too
They
much.
talking about marinara or something.
We trying to eat right now. We getting ready to make these sub sandwiches, meatball sub sandwiches.
I'm not.
But yeah, and when they came out after he did his speech, everybody was applauding and clapping for him or whatever. Did the standing ovation. After people said, I was like, damn, what about Chris? He just got slapped the shit out of him on TV. Ain't nobody gonna give him.
They took him in the back?
Yeah, but you didn't see none of that, so it's kind of wondering, like, you seen everybody come to Will Smith, you seen Denzel and Samuel come to him, but I'm wondering, did they go to Chris and be like, dude,
Is
you good? Okay? That was kind of crazy. Say something to him. We don't know if that happens. And he's like, man, if it didn't, man, hey, Chris, I was going to be funny.
No, don't do it.
But I'm not. And like, I was going to say, keep your chin up, but you know what? Hey, I salute, because you really took the high road.
Yeah. He wanted that Oscar. He was like, y'all not, I'm saying he wanted his night, like, to not be.
And you know what? It overshot. I didn't even hear nothing else, but I know you said John went back and watched it.
I went back and watched it on Hulu, you guys, and watched the entire Oscars. And I was so mad that everybody has let it be the whole Oscars be derailed by Will's little end of the show moment. The show was beautiful. So many multicultural awards were given out.
I'm still surprised you said Doom was winning all of them.
Doom, they were sweeping the whole Oscars.
I do like Doom, but I was disappointed that it was cut. It wasn't like the whole movie. It was like one part of it, doing it in phases.
Like the books.
So I'm like, man, that sucks, because I wanted to see more of it. At least a good 2 hours, 3 hours. I think how long was the first? I know the first one was long, because I remember being young, and when it first came out, my mom's and brother used to, when it was watching it, it was like, man, spice, and it had the blue eyes. I thought that was like, wow, and the big ass worms, everybody riding through the sand. But I was like, man, how they get all the awards?
They were sweeping them awards, and
but what was the award that Samuel Jackson get? Because I heard he won, and ain't nobody was shadow.
That was another thing. Samuel Jackson got an award that was given to him by Denzel Washington. I forgot what the award was called, but he won it, and he has not won an award. So that was a major thing. Also,
He never won an award?
no. Also,
So
Al
we being
Pacino,
examined-
Robert De Niro, The Godfather, they paid tribute to the 60 years, I think it was 60 years of The Godfather, and Robert De Niro and Al Pacino came out. They old as fuck now, but then Al Pacino could barely walk out on stage.
For real?
Yeah, he's getting up.
He's no more. Hey, say hello to
No,
my
no,
little
no. He's
friend.
not hello to my little friend. They didn't even talk. That's how old they look.
Hey, my little friend.
Yeah, he didn't even talk. He just stood there beside him. But they had a 60-year thing. Liza Minnelli, who those that are in the arts.
I remember her
know
name, but I remember her name. But
she used to sing and dance. She's now literally in a wheelchair and can barely function. And she came out with Lady Gaga, and she that was amazing. Not only that, John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, and Uma Thurman they did a tribute to Pulp Fiction.
For real?
And they all came out looking amazing and dancing and
What's the tribute? What did they do?
to them.
I mean, did they like, hey, say
No, about the suitcase.
the
Suitcase, remember the whole thing was about that suitcase that Samuel was carrying. In Pulp Fiction.
You know what? I was thinking the other one. I was thinking with the samurai.
No, you're thinking wrong.
But that was the one when he say what one more time?
Yeah.
I dare you.
That's the one where he said more cuss words in that movie than he's ever said in any of them.
But you know what? They was talking about that. What's the chubby cat we just watched off? About the stocks where they was sniffing coke, doing everything, running the penny stock.
Leonardo.
No, the other cat who was with him. Jonah Hill. They were saying him.
I told you that.
Did you tell me that?
That he's had the most cuss words in the Guinness Book of World War II movie. Yeah.
No, I thought you said what's his name did?
Jimmy Fallon showed the list to Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah, you did.
Samuel Jackson was the third. Leonardo was the second.
And he was like, "How the hell did they beat me?" Yeah.
He said, "How the hell did they beat me?" Cussing.
I don't know how they beat him, but you know what? Jonah Hill has been in some movies from. What was the first movie? Our first. I might watch that tonight.
Badass.
Was it Badass?
No.
It wasn't Badass. It was something else.
No, that was the first show we've ever seen him in.
It wasn't called Badass. It was Bad something with McLovin.
Yes.
It wasn't Badass. It was something else. Google, pull it up right now. Yes, you got your phone. It's a good thing people got phones nowadays. But yeah, so you know that was just crazy in the awards on how
all of those great moments got
and
dismissed.
I never watched the Oscars, never cared about it.
And even I was so upset by the fact that Questlove received the award. Chris Rock was trying to present Questlove with the award when he got smacked. And he was so thrown off, he couldn't even take his award. He was at a loss for words. So he was getting an award, which was a major thing, and he didn't even have the words because the moment.
Yeah, because everything happened.
No, like just the fact that you destroyed such an amazing show.
Ooh, we have over an hour now. So
that's the part that made me upset. And then Will Packer, tributes to Will Packer for having the opportunity to produce as a black man, he was an executive producer for the first time that the Oscars has ever done that. Not only that, you had 2 women of color for the first time ever be hosted on the awards. It was just a lot of firsts, and it was destroyed by that shit.
that's messed up. Hopefully they get another chance, or Will Packer get another chance to do another Oscars the next time, and hopefully it'll
Squeak.
be just as good as what this one was. Apparently, without all the drama and everything.
It's bubbling.
Put the lid or turn it down. Turn it down a little bit. It's like low. But you know what? We want to talk on about it for a minute, but you know, since it's
what was the other thing?
no, we'll say that for another time because we already at an hour. We just want to keep this. We don't want to keep.
Oh, Jesus.
You got no big head in front of it.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
But
Him and his best friend.
we gonna do some more. As y'all know, we've been doing some Let's Talk About Us, which I've been doing more Let's Talk About Us.
He been doing it on purpose, all by himself.
Actually, no, because I have a lot to say, and you don't be around, and I be telling you, hey, you be having a lot to say. You should put it on there and talk about it. Like you gonna talk about the. I don't want to say family drama, but just things in general with family, which I got some things to talk about, especially dealing with old people
Elders. Say that right.
Old people, elders.
Elders.
I'm gonna be old person.
You know your mama gonna be watching, so you better say it right.
They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to you as they get old, have medical conditions and
Health issues.
medical conditions, health issues, and a lot of other stuff that's going on. It tears on the family when you try to keep it together. But we're gonna talk about that in another segment, which that's probably gonna be let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna talk about it. But she always be having a lot to say. And I think it'd be inspirational for people to listen to her, especially with dealing with family issues or just issues in general with women and people. I think she should speak on it. And I give her the opportunity, just record, talk about it, send it, upload it.
I mean, scared I'm gonna be emotional.
Be emotional. That's what the world needs. The truth. Stop. You know what I said? Like I said, I think I posted something here recently, like stop the hate on YouTube, because a lot of few of the subscribers I watch, I see they've been getting a lot of hate just from other. It's like other
subscribers.
Other YouTubers want to make their life off of talking down on what somebody else is doing,
because it's the kind
or
of
trying to find something
living.
negative, or trying to find something wrong about what they're doing. I'm like, I don't get it. I wasn't raised like that. And some of these cats is old.
Yeah.
I don't want to say their names, but I've seen a lot of. There's some investment groups that I watch and channel, and I big up to EYL. They do a lot of good things and big things, and have a lot of good people on their platform with content on investment, stocks, and the whole nine. But then you have somebody else pocket watching. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but just trying to tear some shit down. And you know, I'm just not with that. I just don't like that, and I just find that crazy. Even with my car people, you know, people hating, which I talk about on the video on the car thing. You know, people hating.
On your car?
No, not on mine, but on on the 32 gang, and everybody talking about what they doing is a scam and this and that. And I started out with like it.
Oh, sorry.
If you don't get up out of here.
I'm gonna try to wear something else.
It started off with.
I'm sorry, I had to be a mother for
This
me.
is why I record by myself, actually, right here, because it seems like everything comes in when we record. You want to be in the camera? Come on.
That's what it is.
Because you want to be in the camera.
No, get it out your system.
I want to stop.
Oh, well, you're going to have to wait.
But yes, with 32 gang, people hating, saying what they're doing is a scam. I'm like, look, people buy lottery tickets every day. I do. Buy a lottery ticket, not every day, but I buy, when it's right. And I know there's a long chance that I could win, which I have won. And if you're up in Connecticut, I think I said in my video before, I haven't figured it out the gas station name, but there's a gas station that has you go in the gas station, it's like a quick trip on steroids with lottery. It's like all the whole walls is filled up with lottery, scratch offs,
Winners?
everything. No, the scratch offs you can buy and just play. It's like from everywhere. That's when I won like a couple grand when I was up there. I gotta go back there. So if you're in Connecticut and y'all know this gas station, put that down there below, because that's the gas station to go to win. I went back a few times and I still was winning. Didn't win big like I did the first time, but I was still winning a little bit of money. I was like, man, this is the spot. But hey, it's like I'm saying, people want to talk about people doing these raffles for cars and everything. And I got to see it and I was thinking like, it was this one cat. I just kept seeing him, and then I noticed through his channel, all he was doing was, I was like, man, let me go all the way through his whole channel, all the way back for years. And it seemed like he was white cat, which I'm assuming he's white because it's only his voice. You don't see his picture or nothing. I'm gonna do some research to find out who this person is. That's the type of cat I am. I want to find out who you is, where you live, what you is, what you do, what you ain't doing. But it's from everybody. He was just hating on from CJ, 32 gang. So Smooth, what's up, boy?
Mr. Organic.
Organic, just hating on everybody on what they doing, just trying to talk down. Oh, it's a scam. They doing this and that. They ain't got this and that. I was like, man, this you making your whole life off of just talking about what somebody else is doing. I'm like, it's crazy. But then I started seeing brothers doing the same thing. A few brothers hating. I'm like, man, y'all Man, stay away from me. Y'all some lames, man. I just don't get it. I don't know how old y'all is or what, but y'all some lames, man. And then, as what my boy Willie D said, your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out.
Really?
That's how
Really?
that's how I feel about them right there. I feel the same way Willie D do when he be saying that loud. I'm like, man, I get it, man. Y'all just some suckers, man.
We just
don't-
a different breed. We want to see people win,
Yeah,
and we don't want to be a part
I
of
don't
it.
care how long. If you ain't hurting nobody or nothing like that, then cool. And I'm like, if it's a scam, man, the
And eventually it'll come out.
feds, government would already be on them.
Right.
Be on them. It's like I seen something the other day with Batman Cabo. Same thing. They talking about, he's scamming this and that. You may not like what he doing, but what I see he making, which he admit he got caught up doing scams back in the day, and he learned. Now everything he doing has been legit. But man, the hate,
And he's trying to educate other people on how to get money.
get the bag. You may not like it, but these companies and corporations, they've been doing stuff since day one, scamming on black people. As we can talk about Wells Fargo right now. How they scamming and just won't approve mortgages for black lenders, black people to get housing and none of that stuff. We see that in the news. So everything's a scam, but
Bank America too.
I say this, why y'all just hating on somebody and calling it a scam? Where the feds at? Where them boys at? Because I know if it was really a scam, they would be locked up. And if they watching them right now, it's only a matter of time before they get hemmed up. It's only a matter of time. Because they gonna get their money. And if they ain't paying the IRS, Uncle Sam, they really gonna get you. Because we seen through many drug cases, scams, if you don't pay the IRS their money, that's how they really get you. They get you on that more than anything.
Right. So that's the only thing they can get you on.
Yeah.
That's the only other angle they have.
So they'll get you, but man, just stop the hate, man. Do something. Create something yourself. Think about doing something yourself. Like what we doing, just stop. Just do something different. I ain't seen nobody do nothing like what we doing here. Yeah, we may talk about some other stuff, but we typically talk about it, what's going on in the world today or whatnot.
And we not too big to talk about our own shit either. Like, we got stuff. We not perfect. We not a perfect couple. We raised amazing kids. Thank God that, they not perfect. They all trying to figure growing up out. Like we tried to figure out growing up.
But it's like what my boy TK say. Who raised you?
I don't know. I've hesitated on putting things out that are positive because, or saying things on here because.
And you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but I said that today. Like, man, which y'all gonna see a video I'm gonna drop here talking about it. Kind of about it, but I said this in the video I recorded earlier today and have another look. Like, man, there need to be a positive, just positive news on these media outlets or internet outlets, because you see a lot. I'm like, man, this is why people have to deprogram themselves and get off, because all you see is negative, the hate.
That's all it is. That's all you see.
It's like, man, that it will start getting you after a while. I'm like, man, there need to be a channel where it's just all positive news.
And that's just like I posted this the other day. I'm gonna share it with y'all. We can maybe this will be a great note to go out on that I post about.
But on that great note, also before she gets to that, this Calirosa tequila is good. This is on my list. This is a good sipper right here. We got you fellas. Y'all got y'all little breezy coming through late night. She likes sipping tequila. You like sipping tequila?
Are you doing too much?
Woo-woo.
Are you doing too
This
much?
is what you get. What you mean? I'm telling this for the players, the partners, out there that's single, solo, dolo, or even with your wife, you're chilling, you know what I'm saying? You want to get something to get her loose? That right there.
You are doing too much.
What?
Once you say loose.
Get loose sometimes, gotta get loose. What T.I. say? Get loose with it. Get loose with it.
Y'all. I ain't even gonna say shit on this. I'm gonna leave this with y'all. Detoxing is not only about eliminating waste from your body. It is also about negative thoughts. It's also about negative emotions. and it's also about negative people that are doing harm to your emotional state. And the past 2 to 3 years has been filled, and I feel like since we've been on COVID, it has been on a level of ×3 of the negative stuff that has been released on the internet, in the news. It's just consistent, and it's no possible way that your mental state can be in a healthy place and your body can function in a healthy manner in a world of toxicity. It's not possible. And
it's like what I said before. It's like, man, I just want to get away.
It's like
let me go to a cabin. If I had enough money where I could disappear for 6 months to a year and just seclude myself off,
I actually had a person
just to get away to
just refresh your mind.
Refresh your mind, meditate, talk with God more often, clearly, with no distractions around you. I would be up and out.
This is like I had somebody say to me, Nikki, I noticed you haven't been posting much on Facebook lately. Like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And you know, I tried to tell him, like, I can't. As you get older, this is not even as you get older. I just think that sometimes God has a measure on your life. And some people are empathic. You are believers of spiritual things and stuff like that. You believe that there are people who are empaths, where they are in a space and they can feel and they're drawn to people's energies. I'm a person that I can feel an emotion off of another person. So when he's not okay, I can feel it, and it makes me feel not okay for him not to be okay. But I also have this longing need to make everybody okay, which is not healthy, but it is what it is. And so I have to be very careful with the people I align myself with and the shit I allow myself to be around, because it affects my mood and who I am and how I think and how I sleep. And when it begins to be too much, I start feeling like I'm having, not a nervous breakdown, but I almost feel like I'm having an emotional breakdown. There's a lot of things happening with my family right now, and it's on my energy. It's like sitting on top of me. And I feel like I'm going to explode. So I have to be careful with keeping other people's shit at a distance. Because I don't want to give you the brunt of the other shit that I have going on. I'm very careful about not colliding those things. And that's why I was telling him yesterday that I was sorry. I was telling you that I was apologizing to you, that you have to hear my shit that's going on with my family. And your comment was what? I'm used to it. And I said, that made me feel a certain kind of way by you saying you used to it. I don't want you to feel like you have to be used to me dumping on you. And it made me think, like, that's not fair to him, because...
You know, trust me, I'll be like, hey, I ain't got time for this right now. I don't want to hear it. Because even with my thing, I was like, I don't want to hear nothing negative right now. You have to catch me at another time.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, when you said that, it made me take note to, like, how sometimes we don't recognize that what we're in the moment that we're in, how we can affect other people. And it made me think about how the world is working as of now. And so that's why I said I apologize to you, because even though you're my person, you're my confidant, you're my best friend, you who are, I feel like I can be exposed and talk to you about anything, no matter how fucking stupid it make me look. I know that I can come to you. A lot of people don't have that, a person. And so, but the unfortunate part about that is sometimes when you do that, you forget that person has his own shit too. And
that's most people.
Your family's going through its own shit, and you're going through a moment where you're trying to figure out shit yourself, and that extra stuff. I just say we need to be very careful and be more considerate about how we utilize the sources and the loves and the people that we have around us, because you don't want them to be dumped on, as well as you don't want to be dumped on. So when I'm telling y'all that we are in a space right now in this world where we need to detox and allow ourselves to just pull away from the internet, pull away from shit and allow yourself to have moments that ain't got shit to do with your phone, that don't got shit to do with all this negative shit. Say something nice and positive to some fucking body. Like hey beautiful. You wanna say hey big daddy?
But nowadays, men will get in trouble for that.
Not to me, you won't.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general, men walk up to a woman, hey, beautiful.
Now, you
I
know,
seen
if
it.
a dude come up and say some shit to me, you don't be like, you got me fucked up. You see my husband? I pops off, okay? I'm the pop off
Like,
bitch.
damn, I just said, hey, beautiful. I didn't mean nothing. Like, damn.
I'm married, motherfucker. What you talking about?
Just because I say, hey, beautiful.
Hey, that's how I respond sometimes. It depends on how old you
need to
is.
stop. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just because somebody say, hey, beautiful. That's what's wrong with these women nowadays. You say, hey, beautiful, they all in their bed. I should have said, hey, fat, ugly ass.
Oh, wait. I've had the boys that be like, I have the young kids, they say other shit to me. Like, forget you being bitch. Like, wait, hold on. Just because you like the same age as my son, I don't feel like I should be entertaining even giving you eye contact. Like,
Now, see, that's
not get to be a
now,
bitch.
Now, that could have been one of the moments to get slapped. Right.
that is a moment to get smacked.
But we're going to end this out right here because we already over our time. And I'm
Yes.
hungry. I need to
Yes.
eat right now. And I know 2 Peasy is waiting on us to finish this so we can eat. She said
yeah.
So, hey,
Check it out. What's the name of it?
Calirosa. It's actually Calirosa. I just said Cali Rose.
Oh, yeah, it is. Rosa. Tequila. Be
Yes.
prepared for a burn. Little burn.
But it's good. It's good. You'll be fine. Just like, you know, I've been sitting
Don't
here
drink that
sipping
shit
and
fast. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, if you can, hey, do what you do. But hey, it's good. I like it. It's on my list. You
Don't
know,
blame it
it's
on
one
us.
of those. So, hey, I'm gonna have to just find something. Maybe throw in some strawberries or something next time.
Yeah.
A splash or something. You know, a little something with a little extra.
Something sweet. Something like oranges.
You know, she like the sweet stuff.
Shit, something.
She needs something sweet. I'm straight laced, no chase. You dig?
I know.
But hey,
I ain't good for that.
Mr. Mo Style, Cali Rose, Tequila.
Y'all, detox. Do something positive today.
We appreciate y'all for coming in, checking with us again. But hey, we didn't do it at the beginning. We're going to do this right now. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding. Hey, y'all helping us run them numbers up.
And we have been getting up, man. We still got ways to go. We're getting the numbers up, and I'm digging that. You know, sometimes
appreciate it.
I get it how you can get addicted to this YouTube, just seeing your numbers go up and your
That's why
subscribers
he
go
doing
up. I'm
secretly,
like,
y'all.
man.
That's why he doing the videos by himself, because he's starting to get,
I'm trying to get them numbers up, man. I'm trying to get to that
All I'ma tell you is-
monetize. So you know that monetize come, that bag come.
all I'm gonna tell you, as soon as I see them bitches in the comments,
Oh my God, there we go. Dennis. Hey, most our fam, peace.
I'm
We
about
out.
that life.
We out.
Got that wheel hand.
Deuces.
And I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two